What's the funniest way you've ever left a job in flames? I used to work in media intelligence, which is a really niche market in the country that I am from. I started as an assistant and learned everything from scratch as I switched from the hospitality industry. I was eager to learn and was really interested in what they do, as I was trying to get into media back then. First of all, as I learned everything from scratch, I got really good at what I do after just 6 months working there. I was in a 3-person team, and I had one of the best bosses and a really good colleague who were veterans in the industry. Both of them helped me a lot to get me where I am now. They left the company after just a year there, as upper management was just plain hot garbage. The company had 4 changes in direction within a year, and it was stressing my team out. They did ask me to leave with them, but with me being young and naive, trying to prove myself, I declined. The story, after my boss and colleague left, it was just me and my team, and I was in charge of a few markets. I was asked to be on call for technical support and was not offered anything in return. At the time, I was pissed, but also trying to prove myself, so I obliged. I got really stressed out from working 13 hours a day for a few months at that point, and I kept asking my manager to hire more people, as I couldn't be working like this, and it's stressing me out. My manager went on and on saying they don't have the budget for it, so I just forgot about it, drowning myself in work. One day, the CEO of the company came, and we had dinner as he was growing close to me, since I was the only person left who actually knew the ins and outs of the old and new system that the company used. Keep in mind, this CEO is a cheapskate and will try every way to suck you dry. He asked me what I wanted to change in the company during dinner, so I started by asking for 2 new hires for my team, where he gave me the same answer as my manager, so I asked him for a promotion and a raise, which was also declined, saying, "You don't have the necessary experience yet." I was pissed. As a normal person would expect, after working 13-hour days for months, you would need rest. I had almost 3 weeks of PTO saved, and I needed the rest. The manager threatened to fire me if I took any PTO, as no one was able to do what I did. I took the PTO anyway, I got well rested, and all was good until I came back. There were 2 new faces, and I was pretty confused, so I asked my manager who they were, and she told me they were my replacements. She told me my notice was 2 months, and I had to train them before I leave. She couldn't do anything as I was the only one in the company who knew how to run the legacy and the new systems, so realistically, she couldn't say that I was not training them properly, as she didn't know how things worked. Here is the part where the malicious compliance happens, since the manager did not know how things work. She told me to train the interns on the legacy systems to know better how the company was built up, and I did just that. She told me strictly to just train the interns on the legacy, and she will be dealing with the rest. Sure, I'll do just that. It wasn't until my last week that the shit really hit the fan. My manager found out that I have been only giving training on the legacy system, and I didn't give them my notes with tips on how to run the system that needed to be used for daily operations. My manager called in the CEO and the managing director to hold a meeting with me, asking me why I hadn't trained my replacements properly. I just told them I did what my manager told me to, which the manager denied until I forwarded the CEO and MD email that my manager had sent me, which the call promptly ending. After I left the company, I was patiently waiting for the call that was bound to come. It was my manager. She demanded I get back to work and said that the firing was just a prank, blah blah blah. I told them, pay me triple my wage, and I'll consider it. They called me crazy and ended the call. It's been 2 months since that call, and based on a good friend from another department, my old manager is neck deep in this shit show.